My child, stop right here. Do not scroll past this. I have something urgent to say to you. Not to the person beside you, not to the crowd watching, to you specifically right now. I chose this exact second to speak, and I need you to stay with me. I see where you are right now. I see the darkness you are sitting in. I see the heaviness that has settled over your life like a weight you cannot explain and cannot shake. I see the version of you that shows up every day, the one that keeps moving, the one that keeps functioning, the one that smiles when it is required and pushes through when it is necessary. And I see the other version, the one only I know, the one that is tired in a way that sleep does not fix, the one that carries something heavy and quiet and deep. That version of you is who I am speaking to right now. Do not scroll away. Do not assume this is not for you. Do not tell yourself it is just another message. I arranged this moment specifically. I placed this in front of you on purpose, because you are in the dark right now, my child, and I need you to hear something very important. You are not alone in it. I am here. I have always been here. And the darkness you are sitting in is not what you think it is. Type, I hear you, Lord. If the darkness has felt louder than my voice lately, my child, I know what the darkness feels like from the inside. I know how it distorts things. I know how it takes ordinary moments and makes them feel hopeless. I know how it takes silence and turns it into evidence of abandonment. In the dark, the mind begins to tell stories, and those stories are rarely kind. In the dark, the mind says, this is permanent. In the dark, the mind says, no one is coming. In the dark, the mind says, maybe this is all there is. Maybe I was wrong to hope. Maybe I was foolish to believe. In the dark, the mind looks at what was lost and forgets to look at what remains. It counts the closed doors and ignores the open windows. It measures the distance you have to go and refuses to acknowledge how far you have already come. In the dark, the mind takes the silence between prayers and fills it with fear. It takes the gap between where you are and where you want to be and fills it with doubt. It takes the ordinary length of time that any process requires and fills it with the feeling of failure. I know the story your mind has been telling you. I have heard it. I have watched you believe parts of it. I have watched it exhaust you. I have watched it make the road feel longer than it actually is. And I am interrupting it right now, because the story is not true. The darkness is not punishment. The darkness is not abandonment. The darkness is not evidence that I have forgotten you, or that I have moved on, or that your prayers have gone unheard. The darkness is where I do some of my most careful work. Not every season of growth happens in the light. Not every transformation happens in public. Not every preparation is visible. Some of the most sacred things I do in the quiet, in the hidden, in the dark. And that is exactly where you are right now. You are not lost in the dark. You are held in it. There is a difference, and I need you to feel that difference in your spirit right now. Lost means no one knows where you are. Held means someone has you on purpose. Lost means the path ahead is unknown to everyone. Held means the path ahead has been known to me from before you took the first step. Lost means the outcome is uncertain. Held means the outcome has always been in my hands, even when it was nowhere near visible to yours. I have you on purpose. I have always had you on purpose. Even in the darkest stretch of this corridor, I knew exactly where you were and exactly what was being built in you there. You did not drift into the darkness by accident and find yourself hoping I would notice. I walked with you into it, and I have been with you every step of the way. 99% of those who feel what you feel right now will decide that the darkness means I am absent. They will interpret silence as distance. They will interpret delay as rejection. They will interpret the wait as evidence that something has gone wrong, and because they decide that, they will pull away from me exactly when they need to stay close. They will grow colder in the season that required warmth. They will close off in the season that required openness. And later, when the darkness lifts, they will look back and wonder why the corridor felt so impossibly long. The answer will be that they stopped moving toward me in the middle of it. I am not saying this to judge them. I am saying it to protect you from the same pattern. The most dangerous thing that can happen in a dark season is not the darkness itself. It is the choice to navigate it alone. Do not make that choice. Stay close, even when closeness feels like reaching for something you cannot quite feel. The reaching matters more than the feeling. But you are still here, and that tells me your spirit knows something your mind is still catching up to. Your spirit knows there is more happening in this darkness than what you can see. Stay with me. Let me show you what is really going on. The darkness you are in is not empty. It is not hollow. It is not wasted space between good seasons. It is full. It is full of my presence. It is full of my protection. It is full of things I am building in you and around you that cannot be built any other way. The seed does not become a tree in the light. It becomes a tree in the ground, in the dark, in the hidden before it ever breaks the surface and becomes something visible. What is happening inside you right now is the same kind of process. It is invisible to everyone else. It may even be invisible to you. But it is happening. There are roots that only grow in the dark. There are kinds of strength that only form under pressure. There are depths of faith that only become possible when the light is gone, and I am all you have left. I am not saying this to make the darkness sound beautiful when it feels unbearable. I am saying this because you need to know what is actually happening. You are not being abandoned. You are being formed. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not in the dark because I stopped watching. You are in the dark because this is where the next version of you is being built. My child, I want to speak to something specific now, because I know the shape of the darkness you are in. I know it is not just one thing. I know it is several things at once. I know it is the kind of tired that accumulates when disappointment stacks on top of disappointment without enough relief in between. I know there have been things you were certain would happen by now, things you planned for, things you prepared for, things you prayed for with real faith and real expectation, and they have not happened. Or they happened and then unraveled, or they came close and then disappeared. And you smiled through it. You kept going through it. You told yourself, and sometimes others, that you were fine, that you trusted me, that you believed it would still work out. But there was a moment, probably more than one, when you sat in the quiet by yourself, and you let yourself feel how tired you actually are. I saw that moment. I was there for it. I did not look away. I saw the breath you took, the one that was trying to hold everything together, the one that carried more weight than anyone around you understood. I felt that breath, and I am responding to it right now. I also know the specific shape of the loneliness, not just being alone, but being surrounded by people and still feeling unseen. I know what it is like to carry something in your heart that you cannot fully explain to anyone else. Something that does not fit neatly into words, something that people try to understand but cannot quite reach. You have felt that, the ache of being in a room full of people and still feeling like no one really knows what you are carrying. The exhaustion of performing okay when you are not okay. The effort it takes to answer the question, how are you doing, with a response that does not require the full, honest, complicated answer. Because the full, honest answer takes time, and sometimes energy, and sometimes it leads to conversations that leave you feeling more alone than before you started. Because the person you told tried their best but still could not quite hold the weight of it, so you stopped telling people, or you became selective, or you learned to say just enough to seem fine without revealing how much you were actually holding. I see all of that. I see the management of it. I see how much energy goes into carrying it without showing it, and I see how tired that has made you. I know exactly what you are carrying. I know the parts you show and the parts you hide. I know the version you present and the version you are when the room is empty, and I love both versions. Completely, without condition, without qualification. I also saw the moments you picked up your phone, hoping for a message, hoping for something, anything, that would tell you things were shifting, and nothing came, and you put it down quietly and you kept going anyway. I saw the days when you smiled and said you were fine, and you were not fine. I saw the energy it took to pretend that everything was under control when inside, everything felt like it was unraveling. I saw the small moments too, the ones no one else saw. The quiet decision to get up when you wanted to stay down. The silent choice to try again when trying felt pointless. That quiet courage did not go unnoticed. I saw it. Every single time, comment, you know me, Lord. If I am describing something you have never been able to put into words before. Now, my child, I need to tell you something that I need you to really receive. Not just hear, receive. You have not been alone in this darkness. Not for a single second. I know it has felt that way. I know the silence has felt like distance. I know the unanswered prayers have felt like absence. I know the moments where you cried and nothing changed have felt like proof that I was not listening. But silence is not absence, and unanswered is not unheard. I was there on the nights that broke you. I was there when you questioned everything. I was there when faith felt like the most difficult thing you had ever tried to hold on to. I was there in the specific moment when you almost let go. The moment where you said inside yourself, maybe I cannot do this anymore. Maybe this is too much. Maybe I was wrong about everything. I was there, and I held you, even when you did not feel me holding you. And I want you to know something about that moment. The fact that you are here right now, reading this, means you made it through it. You did not let go. And that matters more than you realize. That is what I need you to understand. My protection does not always feel like what you expect protection to feel like. Sometimes my protection looks like carrying you through something rather than removing you from it. Sometimes I protect you by staying in the fire with you rather than pulling you out of it immediately. Not because I enjoy watching you suffer, but because what is being built inside you in the fire cannot be built any other way. I have watched the darkness try to break you. I have watched it press against you. I have watched it whisper things designed to make you give up. And I have watched you resist. Even when the resistance was quiet, even when it was just getting out of bed one more time, even when it was just choosing to pray one more time, even though it felt like shouting into emptiness. Let me tell you what that resistance looks like from where I stand. It does not look like failure trying to hold itself together. It looks like faithfulness operating under pressure. It looks like a person who could have given up and chose not to, a person who could have walked away and chose to stay. A person whose belief was tested at its deepest levels, and still, when you clear away everything that was stripped away, something remained. That something is what I have been working with. That something is what I have been building on. And it is stronger than you know. Please support our channel. Our work is dedicated to carrying this message to the people who need to hear it most. If you would like to support our mission, you can give through Super Thanks. Every act of generosity keeps this voice reaching those who are sitting in the dark right now. My child, I need you to understand something. The version of you that entered this season is not the same version of you that is reading these words right now. You grew in the silence. You deepened in the waiting. You were being prepared for something that required a stronger version of you. And that stronger version is now almost ready. That is part of why things are beginning to shift. The blessing was always coming, but it required a you who could carry it. And becoming that person required this season. There are things being prepared for you that required this darkness. There are places I am taking you that required this depth. There are people you will reach, and things you will carry, and purposes you will walk in that are only possible because of what you are being formed through right now. Not everyone will understand the path you have walked. Not everyone needs to. But the people who needed to be shaped in the same fire will recognize something in you. They will see it without being able to name it, a steadiness, a depth, a kind of quiet authority that does not come from having had it easy, but from having been held through something hard. And when they see it, they will be drawn to it, because they will be looking for exactly what you will carry. There are doors that are being prepared to open, not doors you could have walked through before this season, because you are not yet ready for what is behind them. But doors that your current depth, your current faith, your current capacity can now carry. Think about that. The blessing was not late. The door was not locked against you. The timing was specific to your readiness, and your readiness required this season to complete. That is not a consolation. That is a revelation. What felt like being held back was actually being held until the door and the version of you who could carry it arrived at the same moment. That moment is approaching. The door and the prepared version of you are coming into alignment. And when they meet, you will understand everything. I was not waiting for you to earn your way out of the darkness. I was not waiting for you to be strong enough or faithful enough or perfect enough. I was walking with you through it, building in you what was needed, until the moment that is coming is aligned with the person you have become. This is important. The difference between earning your way out and being prepared for what is forward is everything. Earning implies a debt. Preparation implies a plan. And I am a God of plans, not debts. My love for you does not run on a ledger. It runs on grace. And my grace has been working in the darkness the entire time. Now, my child, listen to me carefully, because this is the part I need you to hold on to. The darkness is not the destination. It is the corridor, and the corridor is shorter than it feels. I know that is hard to believe when you are standing in the middle of it and you cannot see either end. I know that when darkness is all you can see, it is difficult to believe in the light that is coming. But I have walked alongside every person who has ever been in a corridor like this one, and not one of them, when they came out the other side, said the corridor was as long as it felt while they were in it. It always feels longer on the inside than it was. Because darkness does not just affect your vision, it affects your sense of distance. It makes the space feel larger than it is. It makes time feel slower than it moves. You are likely closer to the end than you think you are. I am not saying this to dismiss what you are carrying. I am saying this because I can see what you cannot see right now. I can see both ends of the corridor. I can see exactly where you are in it, and I am telling you with full knowledge of where you stand, that the exit is nearer than the darkness is telling you. There is a shift already in motion. You may already sense it. A small change in the quality of the weight. A moment where the heaviness felt slightly different. A breath that came a little easier. A thought that was slightly more hopeful than the ones that came before it. That is not wishful thinking. That is movement. That is the corridor beginning to open. Right? I feel you moving, Lord. If something in you has sensed that a shift is beginning, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. My child, I want to speak directly to the fear now, because I know it is still there. Even as you are reading this, even as something in you is responding, there is a part of you that is afraid to believe. Afraid to hope again because hope has hurt before. Afraid to expect because expectation has led to disappointment before. Afraid to open your hands to receive because the last time you opened your hands, something was taken. I see that fear. I understand it. It is not weakness. It is the natural response of a heart that has been through something hard. And I understand why fear speaks the way it does. It has been watching you get hurt. It has been collecting evidence. Every time hope was extended and then disappointed, fear noted it. Every time trust was placed and then shaken, fear archived it. Fear has been building its case for a long time, but fear only tells half the story. It counts the disappointments and forgets the deliveries. It records the prayers that seemed unanswered but does not account for the ones that were answered in ways you did not recognize at the time. I want you to consider something. How many times have you looked back at something that felt like an ending and recognized later that it was actually a redirection? How many times has something that looked like a loss turned out to be a protection? How many times has a door that closed turned out to be making room for something better? Fear does not count those moments, but I do. And the record I am keeping looks very different from the one fear has been building. I am not asking you to pretend the fear is not there. I am asking you to bring it to me, lay it down here, in this moment. Tell me what you are afraid of. Tell me what has been hurt. Tell me what made you pull back. I can hold all of it. I am not fragile. Your honesty will not offend me. And when you bring the fear to me instead of carrying it alone, something happens. The fear does not disappear immediately, but it loosens. The grip weakens, and the space for trust begins to open again. You can trust me with the broken parts. You can trust me with the doubt. You can trust me with the questions that have no easy answers. I am not asking you to arrive at my door with everything resolved. I am asking you to come as you are right now. Exactly as you are. Come with the unfinished prayers. Come with the half-formed faith. Come with the questions you are afraid to ask out loud. I have heard bolder questions than yours from people whose faith I never doubted. And I never doubted theirs because I understood where the question was coming from. I understand where yours is coming from too, and I will meet you there. The protection I am offering you is not conditional on your confidence. It is not dependent on your strength. It is not suspended until you figure out how to believe better. It is active right now, while you are uncertain, while you are tired, While you are reading this and part of you still is not sure, and it has been active this entire time. Through the nights where you questioned everything, through the stretches where prayer felt like silence, through the seasons where the evidence seemed to argue against everything you were trying to hold onto. My protection does not take breaks. My presence does not pause. My attentiveness to your life does not require your awareness of it in order to function. I was protecting you before you knew you needed it. I am protecting you right now in ways you will only understand later, and I will continue protecting you through everything that is still ahead. You are not navigating this alone. You have never been navigating this alone. And when you come out the other side, and you will come out the other side, you will look back and you will see it. You will see the moments I stepped in before you knew to ask. You will see the things that could have broken you that did not, and understand why. You will see the conversations that were redirected, the situations that were resolved quietly before you ever felt the full weight of them, the people who were kept from your path because their presence would have damaged what I was building. You will see how much I was doing while you were trusting with incomplete information. And trust with incomplete information is the highest form of faith. That is exactly what you have been practicing. You will see the hand that was there in the dark, the hand that guided without announcing itself, the hand that held without demanding credit. You will see it, and what you see will change how you understand not just this season, but everything that came before it. My child, I want to close by speaking something over you, not as a general blessing sent into the air, as a specific declaration over your specific life, in this specific moment. You are not as broken as the darkness has told you. You are further along than the exhaustion makes you feel. You are stronger than the fear believes you to be. What has happened to you has not disqualified you. It has deepened you. It has not reduced what is possible in your life. It has expanded the capacity you carry. The pain was not pointless. The waiting was not wasted. The darkness was not empty. Every piece of it has been used, is being used, will continue to be used. You came into this season one version of yourself. You will leave it another. And the version that comes through will carry a kind of authority, a kind of depth, a kind of compassion that only comes from having walked through something real. I need you to understand what that means for the people around you. The ones who are coming into seasons like the one you have just walked through. The ones who will look for someone who has been there and come out. The ones who will need someone who does not offer easy answers, but offers presence and honesty and the steady assurance that they will get through. That will be you. Not because you have everything figured out, because you have been through something, and you did not leave me behind in it. And that makes you exactly the kind of person that someone in the dark needs to find. So do not minimize what this season has cost you, but do not let it be wasted either. Let it become the very thing that equips you for what comes next. Let the depth you gained in the dark become light for someone else who is still in theirs. You are at the end of the corridor, not the middle, the end. Stay steady now. Do not give up when you are this close. Do not let the last stretch be where you turn back. I am not asking for perfect faith. I am asking for one more step, and then another. And then one more. I am with you for every single one. Do not let the quiet that comes just before the breakthrough make you think I have gone silent. I am not silent. I am working. And what I am working on was designed specifically for you. Stay steady. Stay open. Stay close to me. Because the morning always comes. It does not announce itself in advance. It does not ask for permission. It does not wait for the darkness to agree to leave. It simply arrives. And when it does, it changes everything it touches. Those who are walking through a darkness they cannot yet explain, stay close to this place. Return here when you need to be reminded of what is true. Return here when the dark feels loud again. Subscribe so that when I have more to say to you, you will not miss it. Every word I have prepared for you begins here. Stay close, my child. What I am building in you is not finished. Right. You are with me in the dark, Lord. If this message reached something real in you today, and share this with someone who is sitting in a darkness right now and does not yet know they are not alone in it. Because the most powerful thing you can do for someone in the dark is remind them that the darkness is not the end, and you are living proof that it is not.